What is up, my friends, and welcome to another video. Today is going to be the first video ever, probably, where the upgrade rush is not going to look as strong. And the reason for that is that I am truly going to do the most ridiculous upgrade rushes you can possibly do. I was thinking we could go engineering bay before barracks, okay? I've experimented with engineering bays after starport, after factory, after barracks. But I can also just do it before barracks. Even better, you can theoretically make an engineering bay before the supply depot. Now, the biggest challenge of today is going to be to win a game playing like that. And that's why this is probably the first time this build is not gonna look good. If this build looks good in this freaking episode, then like we have to do something. I mean, rather not, but I mean, Blizzard has to intervene at that point, okay? That's just not allowed. So here we go. Engineering bay before barracks. I'm actually very curious how this build is gonna work out. So I'm gonna go for one eBay. I guess I can make a barracks like a little hidden over here. I wonder if my opponent's even gonna realize the timing of this. Actually, that thing built so freaking fast. 25 seconds only compared to the 46 of a barracks. Wow. I guess I should have made... For me to be able to start +1 instantly, I would have had to do gas, supply depot, engineering bay, which is absolutely insane, but that is probably what I'm going to do next time. We're going to be evolving the worst upgrade rush ever throughout this episode, okay? That is the plan. So here we go. 128, 129, +1 attack. How am I going to use it? I have no idea. Genuinely, no freaking idea. I think we can make it even faster. That's the funny part. Like, I actually think gas depot... Making an engineering bay before the depot doesn't make sense, I guess, because you don't have enough gas. Unless you play 13 gas, 14 engineering bay, 15 depot, or something like that. But obviously doesn't sound that good. So I think... I could go for a factory. I think, actually, I have to go for a factory, right? So I can make an armory, is what I'm thinking about. And I have to keep mining gas as well. So the problem is that I need to expand at some point. I don't know how. That's going to be a bit of a tricky one. I think I could go for 1-1 and then 2-2. Right? And I'm going to need a lot of gas, but I'm not going to need that much gas right away, is what I'm thinking. So maybe I can just make 2 Reapers, 1 Hellion, pretend I'm playing normal somewhat, and then we go for the command center, which I'm going to be able to build before the Hellion by the looks of things. And my opponent hasn't scouted, so this is not even the final form of this build. Like, imagine a guy actually scouting us. That's going to be freaking glorious. That's going to be my dream. Someone scouting my base, thinking I'm doing a proxy Reaper, but there's just an eBay in the corner, chilling. Hey, actually... Guys, I think... this is actually a shame we're playing TVT here. If you get +1 attack, guys, you can 2-shot workers with 2 Reapers instead of 3. So against Protoss, for example, we would be able to have it. Look at the timing actually works out. How is that real? The timing works out. We're gonna have +1 on our 2 Reapers by the time we get to the mineral line. Okay, that's interesting. Now, my +1 is finished, so my Reapers... What the heck is going on here? I thought I was the weird one. Huh. Okay, so... Wait, I think... So, I know this guy. He's a guy that makes guides. I know that. Look at this. They're so strong. They actually do... I don't know if you guys can tell, but they do so much damage. Look at the Reaper. We need... Look how strong they are, actually. That's so crazy. That is so sick. Here we go. I need a couple... Let me shoot those SCVs because they take 1,000,000 damage. Okay, so he's basically going to get held hostage there forever. Now I need a couple of my Reapers to finish. And those Reapers are going to be hyper powerful because they have the upgrades, right? So these are going to be super, super strong. And now I'm going to repair my depot. I'm pretty sure I've seen this build before. I feel like this player probably showed this one against me, if I had to guess. Okay, let's see if I can maybe one-tap a Reaper. The Reaper is getting a little bit low, unfortunately. Now I got him. Is +1 armor finishing? +1 armor is not going to finish yet. Okay, let's be a little bit careful. He's still being held hostage completely. Yeah, I need a couple more Reapers because the Reapers with the upgrades are going to be so freaking strong. That is the whole thing here. +1 attack on these Reapers, guys. He's not going to expect my Reapers to be this strong. That's the thing. Now I'm going to have to dip here, I think. I'm going to use my 6 Reapers with +1 attack. I'm going to get +1 armor as well at some point, by the way, which is going to be incredibly meaningful. Honestly, I should probably wait for that, but I also don't want my Reapers up there to die. Let's see, how many units does he have? He's gonna try to go back. I don't think I'm gonna allow you to do that, my friend. Okay, he's gonna try. Interestingly enough, I don't think he really want to be trying this. Once again, he still doesn't realize that I have +1 attack on these Reapers, of course, because why on earth would you? As you can tell, my Reapers are so much stronger than they should be. He's gonna try to go over here. +1 armor is about to finish. If I hide into this corner, it's gonna finish just in time, I think. Yeah, exactly. +1 armor finish, which means his Reapers are now almost half as bad as mine. His Reapers do no damage. The Hellion dies in one shot. His SCVs are gonna die, and we are actually gonna clutch. GG is well played is called, and we are gonna clutch the game with the 1-1 upgraded Reaper rush. I swear it is just absurd, guys. Why does it work every time, and why is it every time that the upgrades actually come into play? Out of all the builds I've ever done, this is the one where the upgrades shouldn't have come into play. Because what the hell is this, right? What on earth are we looking at? But then he goes for a 1-base Reaper Hellion all-in, which I think for him is actually... Maybe I should try this one, by the way, because it seems to be a pretty successful... Oh, it's 3 racks even. I thought it was 2. Didn't realize the 3rd barracks over here. He pulls the SCVs with this... 3 racks, Reaper, 1 factory, and somehow, because I went for a 111 engineering bay, my +1 attack finishes in time that my Reapers are so strong that I managed to kill every single because this is just 2 Reapers, by the way, but they killed every single reinforcement, killed 1 Reaper over here. This one's gonna die as well, killed every remaining SCV and the mule, and somehow it still works. Let's go to game number 2. Okay, game number 2 is gonna be against Special's Protoss. Special main race is Terran. And now he's going to play Pro 5.8k Terran, actually. Or Protoss, rather. So, does probably mean he's good at PvT, to be honest. Because that's usually what happens with Terran off-racers. Or, to be honest, these days, any off-racer. Alright, so we're going to do the Omega version here. And that is that we're... Actually, I can barely afford it. We're going to go gas before Supply Depot. Followed by Engineering Bay. And then we're gonna try to hit the 2 Reaper timing with +1 attack. That is the plan. Actually, perhaps even better is we could do a 4 Reaper timing, maybe. Because that way we do actually one-shot the probes in case there's a shield battery. Which is pretty likely as well. Okay, here we go. It's a very fast gas, of course. I think this build, I think it's probably gonna work out. It looks alright to me. Like when it comes to the attack upgrades, I mean, of course. Like, don't get fooled by game number 1. This should obviously still not work, guys. This is still such a ridiculous strategy that it should probably not work. But hey, who the heck knows at this point, right? Okay, so I'm gonna hide a barracks over here. Now let's look at the resources quite carefully. It's always possible, even if your build doesn't look that good, that it's still the best version you did. Because, for example, with this one, maybe we don't have enough minerals, right? I think it actually looks perfect. No, look at this. It's gonna work out basically perfectly.
Not enough minerals.
There you go. I love upgrade rushes, man. Why does it always work? Okay, so he's gonna steal my gas. He thinks I'm proxy raxing. In reality, I built +1. When did it start? Oh my goodness. 116 +1? Am I seeing that correctly? 116 +1 attack. Oh my god. That is so freaking absurd. So he stole my gas to prevent me from building a factory, I guess. I am not quite sure if I care. I could go reactor first here as well, actually. I'm just going to do it, why not? We go for the reactor first. I build a depot. We're going to wall off with a command center. And then we're going to hit with 2 Reapers and then 4. I could also make Marines, of course. By the way, I don't have to make Reapers, but I think Reapers would be a nice way to open the game here. Now, how much later is my command center actually? It is not even that bad. Normal command center is about 140, so it's 35 seconds delayed. And that is, well, already being more than halfway towards +1, by the way. More than halfway. That is pretty sick. Now, what is the follow-up going to be here? That is a really big question, right? Obviously, multiple barracks makes the most sense because I'm making bio upgrades, right? Now he sees the command center and he's probably still eternally confused. I was expecting him to go for some kind of an attack. I didn't know what it was going to be, but I was expecting something there. I think it's a good time for me to add another barracks over here. I'll just give it a little bit of a repair. Now, what does he even expect? I don't think he can possibly guess what I'm doing. Not even as someone who played Terran. I really don't think there's a single chance you guess this, actually. Like, it's just too absurd. Now, I'm gonna go for 3rd and 4th Reaper a little bit before being able to afford +1 armor, as you can see. The reason for that is that... oh, a little bit too greedy there, I think. Yeah, unfortunately, a little bit too greedy. I also thought he was a bit greedy there, but obviously I should have expected him to try and go for it. Should have microed away instantly. So we are going to miss our +1 4 Reaper timing, but that's okay. He's being exceptionally greedy here, by the way. Like, this is kind of into the absurd, to be honest. I don't know what he's doing here, I'll be honest. Okay, very unfortunate there with the micro, but that's okay. Let me kill that probe real fast, and then we get back over here. Zealot's also dying very quickly, by the way. I wonder if he realizes, because he must know that my units are not supposed to do that much damage. Why is he still here? He is actually kind of crazy with how greedy he is here. This is a little bit absurd by him, to be honest. Especially from a Terran player. Look how the Reapers actually do so much damage. It's freaking insane. I don't know if you guys can tell that it's absolutely crazy how much damage they do, but they really do. Now, I am obviously missing the gas because of that attack. So the follow-up is not going to be as tight. Actually, I could go for like 5 racks because I don't have gas anyway, right? So I might as well. Okay, let's get you over there. Let's see what I can find. 3 stalkers on the high ground. Let's make sure to snipe this probe before he gets the base down. Exactly, that is perfect. Now we do need to get stim. I'm going to make a depot over here. Yeah, so the factory is going to be late. That is the problem because we can't start 2-2. But still, we're going to have 1-1 extremely quickly. Especially considering the opening here, of course. I think I'll just make... Oh, actually, I have another Reaper. Did I make that a little late, or did I not send it across? I'm not sure what I did with that. That would have been quite nice to have on the other side of the map. Okay, I have to admit, this is a very unfortunate game so far. I'm really not getting lucky in the encounters here. Like, my units are randomly walking into his units and stuff. It is definitely a little bit of an unfortunate game. Let's see if I can get any scouting. Barely not. Did waste a force field there, actually, so that's okay. And now... Oh, he was checking. Ah, that's smart. I appreciate that move by him. He could have just sent everything up here, but he was actually checking to make sure that I wasn't going for some kind of crazy run by. My hotkeys are royally messed up for some reason. Wait, what the heck is happening here? Oh, I hotkeyed them over my CC hotkey. That's what happened. Okay. I was trying to figure out why my hotkeys were so bad, but I found it. Yeah, so we have 1-1 already, which is pretty crazy, of course. Let's see. Okay, so he sees that we're at home. That is excellent. I need Stim to finish, though. That is the annoying part. He can also blink it to the main base, which yeah, that looks like that's what he's gonna do. Well, he's gonna kill the reactor first. Yeah, I really have to wait until Stim. That is the problem here. I have to wait until Stim is finished, because otherwise I can't annihilate him with my Marines at the front. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna go in now with my +1 timing. Let's make sure that we're still around here, so he can't get up for free. And now we're gonna go in. He sees the engineering bay now. And now we're just gonna try to kill as many units as possible, of course. Let me try to kill this one. Could be a recall. I don't see a recall yet, actually, interestingly enough. Okay. Gonna try to pull the... Look at the +1 attack on these Marines just shredding, by the way. That is actually crazy. It is so brutal how much damage they do. Gonna try to snipe as many probes as I can. Might as well kill that stalker on the way out. And now we actually go into the main base here. The reason why is because I have units walking into the third. So we're just gonna go in here. Still one-shotting these because of the +1 attack, by the way. Now we go in here and we're gonna kill 1 million workers in the third base. That is the play, exactly. And he's gonna be left with basically no economy here. He's gonna have a smaller economy than mine, which is pretty freaking crazy considering the circumstances. And... even better, I'm going to be able to start my 2-2 now as well, which is great. 7 minutes in. It's not my fastest ever, of course, but yeah, you guys understand that the early circumstances were a little bit compromising. Since he blinked all of them back, I can pretty easily snipe all of those zealots, I think. There we go. Probably one more stalker as well. That one he should save. Actually, he moved it back, so there's a chance. Yeah, we actually got it still. Look at that. Okay, and now we have 2-2 on the way. I have 48 SCVs, which is pretty perfect, actually, for me to make my third base. And now, you know what? Because of the way this build went, I was saying it wasn't going that well, right? Because of the early attack and whatever, but because everything was delayed, he also took a little bit of damage, right? Because he lost some units and stuff. I'm not talking about now. Now he took a lot of damage, but early on he lost like 3 units and a probe, and he made a pylon wastefully, stuff like that, right? And I don't need a 4th gas to afford all of my stuff now. So my build wasn't actually hindered that much when you look at the flow of it, which is pretty freaking crazy. Now I have a massive army. I think I might as well just do a little bit of, yeah, poking, I guess. I don't know if he's gonna have Storm or whatever. I guess we'll see. Let's see. He's being pretty brave with these Stalkers. If I have a moment to go behind his Stalkers, I think I can use it. I also have concussive cells, I believe, right? I'm pretty sure I did. Exactly. Okay. Gotta stay around the bush so he doesn't one-shot my Marauder. Now, he could have Storm. Looks like he's actually just spamming units for now. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm simply going to back off. He also has 1-1 now, by the way. So that means that for now our upgrades are the same. But the moment I get 2-2, my upgrades are obviously gonna be way better. So that's what I'm gonna wait for. Gotta wait for your power spikes, I guess, as it's usually called in other games. I don't think people really use that in StarCraft, do they? I feel like I don't hear that much, even though it completely makes sense to use in StarCraft. For some reason, I feel like I don't really hear that a lot here. Okay. Got my third base landed, and now... I mean, he can try to fight this. 2-2 is about to finish, by the way, but even without 2-2, that is just not a fight he really wants to be taking. He also blinked forward. 2-2, yeah, it's okay. Now we can just go for it for sure. Because if we didn't have 2-2 finishing right now, it would be a little scary. But with 2-2, his army just has no chance, really. And make sure to actually land that. Get that sentry off the back of it. And I'm pretty sure I can even pull the SCVs here. Maybe it's a fun idea, actually. Let's pull the SCVs. Unless he's going for Storm, I think that is a very nice idea. Okay, maybe I'll burrow a couple mines over here, because he's clearly going to try to pounce on me. At least if we get the opportunity. Looks like he's not going to go for it yet. I got my boys coming. The boys are also going to have +2 armor, by the way. Don't forget about that. So they're also going to survive quite a bit. Those Widow Mines are in a great position, because they actually kind of blocked his Zealots for a bit. Okay, now here the Zealots arrive. He's not going to have 2-2 yet, I'm sure. Right? Yeah, he doesn't have 2-2 yet, but it's going to be on the way. And we're just going to use the SCVs as a bit of a meat shield, moving them back and forth a little bit. There's absolutely no way that he can stop the 2-2 bio. And there we go. And for some reason, it just works again. I really don't feel like this game was going well for us at all. There was really a mix of my opponent playing well and him getting lucky, to be honest. Because I lost one of my first Reapers. I think it was like right before +1 finished as well. Like +1 finished in the middle of this fight. Look at this. So we're fighting over here and then now +1 finish, but I already lost took 3 hits on the Reaper, right? Otherwise, I think, judging by the damage, 2 Reapers actually beat a Stalker, which is crazy, by the way, but that's good to know. Also, this was not just unlucky, this was also just bad micro by me. I should have never lost this one. That was my bad. Then this SCV got RNG'd. Honestly, it wasn't the worst RNG ever, so that's okay. But yeah, this whole thing really set me back. And also the gas steal, even though it didn't feel like a big deal, it did stop my follow-up for a while. So even though we killed a bunch of units here, as you can see, my resource ratio is completely out of whack, right? Now, we do kill a bunch of units, but obviously not the best start ever for us. Wasn't able to mine. But the build still is just so strong. And only because the run by here earlier already has 1-1. So the Zealots don't kill it fast. Pulling probes would have also been bad, by the way. And his probes just die so freaking fast. I think at the end of this whole little ordeal, when we went to the main base, he also lost more probes because I need fewer Marines to one-shot the probes. I think I only need 5 instead of 6, I believe. Is that what it is? Something like that. Or no, it's 6 instead of 7, probably. So a couple more probes died. And after this, he has, let's see, 25 workers, maybe? He's going to be 30 work, well, he's going to lose 2 more. So let's say 29 after that attack against 45. Already at 2-2 on the way. And the build just keeps looking strong. I know he's a Terran main, but he's still a 5.8k Grandmaster Protoss. Let's go to game number 3. Okay, game number 3 is going to be against a Protoss. And I remember this one. This one was in the final game of the 10 units or less episode. Now, there's a couple things we can do. I kind of want to go for the same build again as last game. But hopefully without getting my build ruined, right, by the early attack. And then we can kind of see how I can transition from there. I think that would be nice. I can also go... There's one final version that I want to try as well. But it's... Like, that one just... I feel like it can't work, honestly, you know? Like, it's even... Like, but I don't know, guys. These builds shouldn't have been working all this time, and they still are. Anyway, the version I was talking about would be... 1 base, double engineering bay, right? So far we've been playing super fast double eBay on 2 base, which has actually been working quite well. Or the build that I've been doing today, which is the ultra fast 1 base engineering bay, right? Hidden. But I can also go for 1 base double eBay. I just don't think I can afford the transition, which is going to make that build very weird, right? So, I mean, I'm probably still going to try it, knowing me, but that's really going to be the ultimate final boss, I want to say. But first, we're gonna go for the regular, right? We are gonna go for the 45-second eBay with the, what was it last time? 115 plus 1 or something like that? I missed one trip on gas, I know that, so it's gonna be a couple seconds delayed, but obviously it's still pretty ridiculous. There we go, plus 1 is being built. Last game my gas was stolen. I'm trying to remember every way my build was kind of ruined a little bit. So I lost 1 Reaper. My gas was stolen. And I had to repair my stuff a lot. I think we can just go for a reactor first. And... oh, that probe came from a bit of a weird angle. I don't like that. I think we can just go reactor first, make 4 Reapers, and... don't tell me he's gonna go for the... oh my god, he actually... he shift-clicked around my base instead of... oh, that's a little bit annoying. He's gonna find it. I don't think it's actually the biggest deal that they find it, by the way, but it's still... obviously, you'd rather keep your opponents in the dark. Let me see if there's something over here, because... okay. His probe came from a bit of a suspicious angle. His probe came from a bit of a suspicious angle, so I wanted to make sure. Challenge accepted. Okay, so he's gonna go for some mad upgrades, probably. I think I should probably get a second gas here, actually. Okay. I'm fighting fire with fire. Good. I like that. I mean, by the way, just so you guys know, Protoss is so much better at that than Terran, because Protoss... first of all, they can just make mass zealots, which cost no gas and is really good with upgrades, but... oh, dude, I didn't... that's so funny. I didn't get the depot because in my head I built a building here, but it's a command center, so it's gonna take a while. Gift supply as well, but it's gonna take a while. But also he has Chrono Boost, so that is... I'm happy that he said challenge accepted because it's cool. But I'm not quite sure if it's good for us. That is a whole different question entirely. Okay, so I'm gonna go for the 4 Reaper timing. 2 extra barracks, probably, right? I could go for an SCV pool technically as well. Like an intentional, or like a planned one, I should say. Because last game was intentional, but it wasn't planned. But maybe now I could actually go... like, if he's gonna go for mass upgrades, it is very likely that he's gonna play mass zealots. And then I could play pure marine, no marauder, and SCV pool with a sick upgrade timing. I could totally do that. Okay, so I have 2 Reapers. I'm actually gonna send those across. There's an adept. That adept is not gonna have +1, so my Reapers... they already have +1. So they're super, super strong. Like even... oh, yeah, I forgot. I switched to EU because... oh my god, it dies fast! I switched to EU because I was playing on an A earlier, and it took me 7 minutes to find a game. So I thought it would be nicer to switch over to Europe, but that does mean I'm going to play in a lot of ping. I'm glad I didn't have an important micro fight earlier, because that would have been a very annoying time to find out that I had a lot of ping. Let's see, I'm going to go for the factory. It's going to be slightly late to make the +2, I think, but it's going to be okay. And let's see. I think... oh, he does have it walled off. Oh, that's a bit annoying. That's an annoying bug, actually. Right? You guys see that? Or maybe he just had it completely full walled. Okay, can I get in here? I think it'll be nice. Look at this, because I have the... please save one. Oh, almost. It would have been so nice to save that one. Not barely not. There's the double forge, as expected, of course. So he went for the full wall. Okay, so it was not a bug. I was like, that's a really annoying pathing thing. Look how fast they die. You need 1 less shot because of the +1 attack, which is crazy. Let's see if we can get... I think it's going to be a nice juke. Oh, barely not. Okay. Here you go. Let's get another one. Just get as many probes as possible. Even now, I have 2. They're going to die faster. Oh, I do need to get the armory out, of course. Yeah, the macro behind this was horrible, actually. I kind of caught myself off guard with how bad the macro on the follow-up there was. Sorry for your eyes. That was not pretty, actually. Normally, I do better than that, I think. Now, this is the play, guys. I go. No medevacs. Okay, because that stuff costs gas. No medevacs. I don't think he's going to make a depth, so we don't actually need a wall here. No medevacs. 5 barracks. 2-2. Marine SCV pool. I think that is the plan. If he goes for Colossus or anything like that, we are absolutely royally cooked. Okay, so let's hope that it is not the case. I have one more. Let's see. Oh, no, the Twilight's here. Okay, I did see it. Yeah, so in case he has charge, we can't move out, sadly. Against Blink, we can do the same move, right? Like, we kind of sneak around. But if he has charge, he can pretty easily just warp in a bunch of units. And that's not going to be pleasant. Okay, so 2-2 started 5:30. A little bit delayed because of my miss macro, sadly. But I still think I'm setting myself up for a... Look at the minerals here, guys. Or look at the gas, rather. I can actually stop mining gas as well, by the way. No, I want that for 3-3 after. Even if I'm going to SCV pool, you never know how the game is going to end up. So I want that for 3-3. I'm going to make a turret over here just in case. So I'm going to get mass reactors. I can even put these on reactors as well. Maybe I'll do that with my gas. Okay. So he's going to see that... oh, that's actually for some reason I... Ooh, okay, we're gonna kill that just in time. I made a mistake there, guys. Definitely made a mistake. For some reason, I just assumed that we kind of had like a... some sort of gentleman's agreement where we both knew exactly what we were gonna do, and he wasn't gonna scout, and then he wasn't gonna see that I wasn't gonna go for medevacs, right? Because we probably just both assumed he was gonna be bio Gonzalez with mass upgrades. But I don't want him to see that I don't have medevacs, because then he could very easily just make a robo bay, and it's gonna be unpleasant. Okay, so we have about a minute left on this timing. Got a massive wall over here against Zealot. That is nice. Gonna switch one of my barracks over to this reactor so I can make even more. I can actually perfectly find a 4-3-3 by the... I really don't need all of this gas even. That's kind of crazy. Okay, let's see. He has +2 armor already. Freaking Protoss in their Chrono Boost, man. That is crazy. How does he have +2 armor already? That is absolutely absurd. He might have freaking 3-2 by the time I arrive against my 2-2. Now, I'm going to have a lot of Marines, which is going to help me, but holy freaking cow, what did I just see? Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if he was trying to catch me off guard here with like a million Zealots waiting outside of the division. Okay, it's a good time to go, actually. So what we're going to do... once again, the SCVs also are going to benefit from the armor upgrades, so that's very, very nice. We are gonna... I don't think he can actually make Storm or Colossus. I mean, technically he could have, but I feel like he wouldn't have. He probably would have just made mass units, like gateway units, I mean. So let's see. Here we go. Okay, for a second, I'm so paranoid. I thought it was going to be a Zealot for a second over there. Let's see. Okay. Oh, he went for 4 bays as well. Okay, so he has 1 million units. My 2-2 finished just now. Hey, we're actually even in upgrade still. Look at that. That's beautiful. Okay, I don't have medevac, so that stim is very, very painful. I was kind of stimmed a little bit too early there, actually. That is my bad. Okay. Oh, nice. We got him to fight before stim wore off. Now we hold position on the SCVs for a bit. Look at the SLs derping, and then we go back. We stutter step a little bit. Here we go. And we go for... I have so many Marines. It is insane. I can kill the units from the high ground over here, which is going to be very, very nice. And I'm going to kill the probes over here. Actually, does he have blink? He might not have blink, to be honest. I'm not quite sure if he does. Now, we can't stim again easily, right? Oh, we're gonna stand in it. Look at this choke. It's a nasty choke, guys. Look at that. It's beautiful. There we go. The 2-2 upgrades are so freaking good on the Marines. Even, like, normally you're down in upgrades against Protoss. That's why it feels so crazy. Oh, that is a bit of a... That's a misblink, actually, for sure. There we go. So now he's gonna lose the Stalkers. Probably doesn't have gas left. And the Marines are gonna win against the Zealots. Now, his eco is still way better than mine, by the way. It's not even in question. But I'm still gonna get in here. He might have 3-3 on the way, by the way. Let's keep that in mind. I'm actually gonna click my reinforcements into this base over here. Though he could be warping in Zealots over there. I don't think I actually need to be... Where did he Does he have another base? I think he might have another base, actually. That's crazy. Let's see. Is there sentry up here? He is getting 3-3. That is so absurd. I mean, I'm also getting 3-3, actually. I forgot about that part for a second. Oh, there's a lot of DTs, but I got a scan. Oh, that is beautiful. There, if I didn't have a scan there, that would have been free. Okay, no, he didn't have another. Wait, where did he recall? Just to the main base? Okay, no, then we were fine. I was gonna say, if he had another saturated base, let's say this one, because we didn't see one over here, and then I don't have a scan, I have to run away from the DTs, it could actually still be a game, but no, he was actually completely toast. His upgrades were indeed 3-2 at the end, and wow, that was really, really fun. It doesn't happen very often that someone joins in, but I really love their response. It just makes it a lot more fun on the ladder, you know. I'm sure that this guy has just played like 10 standard games, and he was probably excited to go wild ones. He scouted my eBay, instantly went for it, challenge accepted. Shout out to Magyar Peter. Also the winner of the Hungarian elections, I believe, so definitely a good multitasker. That's game number 3. Let's go play a final one. Okay, the final game of the day is against another Protoss. And I'm going to go for it, guys. I'm going to be going for the absolutely delicious double upgrades on one base. Now, this is going to be potentially a spectacular failure, but also potentially the greatest win of my entire life. Because if I win with this crap, then... I mean, honestly, Upgrade Rush just OP. Let's be honest, guys. There's just no way around it. Every time I do this, it just looks strong. And you win by accident. You win on purpose. It's just a thing of beauty, really. Now, I think the best way for me to do this is to go for barracks first, double gas, and then double engineering bay. The biggest problem that I have with this build is very simply that you need to make an armory or at least a factory, right? Factory first, very quickly after starting your +1 armor usually. Because you need a factory, and then an armory to be able to make +2. But if you go for double upgrades this fast, that means that I need to get a factory, a command center, a depot, and an armory out. Well, at the same time, supposedly making units, right, to get my 2-2 follow-up. Which, I'm not sure that's possible, to be honest. Like, it's gonna be very, very difficult for sure. Gonna harass me a little bit with this probe, as expected from a dirty Protoss player over here. I think I'm gonna go for reactor first, actually. I think reactor first will be nice. I'll make sure that he doesn't scout it. I think I'm actually gonna go for the quick wall off. I don't want this one to be scouted. And I think it's gonna work out with the resources too, to be honest. Like, it's gonna be okay. And this is a bit of an yeah, sometimes you just get out RNG, then it's a little bit annoying. Okay, so now we're gonna go for the double eBay in the corner, of course. Let's see. Okay, good movement on the SCV there. That's great. That's terrible movement on the SUVs. Also great, though. Who cares? Okay, well, this one is obviously stuck, so I guess we'll just use it to scout. Now, you can already tell by my resources that this is going to be a brutally difficult build to execute, right? Gonna make double Reaper now. One more SCV, and then I should be able to afford my 1-1 relatively smoothly. Now, I really can't actually afford to have this SCV not mined for me, so I guess I'll just send it back. Now, the timing on this part so far works out perfectly, as you can see. 1-1 worked out very, very nicely. The SCV comes back. My opponent is absolutely shooketh. He has no idea what's going on, as he shouldn't. And now the next steps are Reaper 3 and 4, followed by Factory, followed by Command Center, I think. It's like, it's really an absurdly late CC, but I'm not quite sure what else I could do. Right? Like, I need a 2-2 follow-up here, guys. It is an experiment. We've won enough games, guys. We've won enough games. Okay. Let's see. It's gonna finish at... What is that? About 4:15, I believe, or so. So that is when I need to start going across. Well, you want to go a little bit before. You want to hit with the upgrades, right? Not 30 seconds after the upgrades. Okay. Got my 4 Reapers out. He probably has the watchtower, so maybe I want to go for a little check. Okay, I'll send one dude first. Factory is building. Let me kill that probe that's definitely hiding over here. It's not. Okay. My bad. Was trying to look like a hacker there for a second, but I failed. Happens to the best. Now, we do have to wait for those upgrades to jump into the main base. Armory is surprisingly going to be at a decent time, by the way. Like, this armory is actually not at a bad time at all. It's going to be ever so slightly late. Maybe like 10 to 15 seconds late for the 2-2. Obviously, not the biggest deal. Now, he's going to see this. I don't even know what you think if you scout that. I honestly don't know what you think. It's like, what did I queue against a bronze player? Like, what is, you know, what the heck is going on here? Okay, so I got my Marines on the ramp. I guess I should probably make a tank now he scouted it. Yeah, I don't actually have supply for it, though, so I'll make another tech lab. Now, at this point, he is very likely moving out, so I'm going to try to go in. Hope... it looks like he walled the Reaper Cliff, unfortunately for me. He has no reason to be at home, by the way. Okay, he's at home because he's scared. Oh, that is actually quite unfortunate, to be honest. Now, look, guys. 4 Reapers normally don't one-shot probes, but here they do. They're going to get it... Oh, no, that's not... You can jump there? What? You can't even go here? Who made this map? What? What? Are you kidding me? I guess oh man, that is... First of all, I want to express some disappointment into my opponent, because him sitting at home there is honestly ridiculous. Okay? That is... I can't possibly explain it with any logic. He sees that I have no units and that I'm making the fastest double upgrades ever, and he's just like... Why? Why? Why on earth? Okay. Not that it would have mattered. I just wanted to express that. And then, if this was a Reaper Cliff, we actually would have gone from killing maybe like 4 workers or something like that to killing like 12, by the way. Like, it would have been insane. Now, so far, I feel like the Reaper squads don't get that much done. I feel like people are just a little bit too defensive for it, right? Now, it's kind of hard to make it happen when they're really just sitting back all the time. Now, what was he building? 4 gas? It kind of looks like he's going up to Colossus, which I don't mind that much considering the build that I'm doing. But to be honest, I have to imagine that we're just going to be so eternally far behind if we don't do anything else. I haven't seen an observer for a while. Could he have gone for a prism first? Now, he clearly has this base over here, because I saw either 1 or 2 probes move there in the middle of my attack. Also, could have taken the gold base, I guess, thinking about it. Oh, I think that's a very logical play, actually. Right? Your opponent plays greedy in one way, you just go and take the gold base. That makes a lot of sense. Let's see. No gold base. Okay. Well, then I'm trying to make excuses for my opponent's weird play, but I mean, he's not helping me out here, so... Okay, so we're gonna have 2-2 at, what is that, 6:45? Which is absolutely crazy. 6:45. He can't find anything. I mean, is this guy just gonna sit there all the time? I don't know. I'm not sure what to do about it. It's weird. Okay, I'm trying to approach him as a logical being, but it's not working out for me so far. It's like, he should move out and go and kill me, but he's just sitting there. So then, how can I, you know? Okay, let's see. We're just gonna go here. We're gonna go for a... Like, he's actually just AFK! Like, am I the one that queued against the bronze player? What the heck is going on? Why is he there? It makes no sense. It's actually bothering me. That's how little sense it makes. He has 0 upgrades, by the way. Yeah, I need a 3rd command center, but that is not gonna be easy to do. Maybe a hidden one wouldn't even be that bad, actually. Let's see. Okay. Honestly, I feel like I'm playing against a computer. This is what playing against computers feels like, when they just... You can abuse computers because you can just do whatever you want, and they're always just sitting there. Okay. Actually, I mean, since I have 2-2, I can actually fight this, funnily enough. Look at this. Have you guys ever seen 4 Marauders beat 6 Zealots and a Colossus? Everything has a first. Okay, so I got Medivacs over here. I didn't start my 3-3. I didn't start my 3-3 yet. The problem is that his supply is going to be very high compared to mine. At some point, right? So he can actually move out here? If he catches me, we're in big trouble for sure. Okay, now he blinks. Honestly, I feel like I'm playing as a computer. Like, it's just... It's crazy how this guy plays. It just doesn't feel right what he's doing somehow. I don't know if you guys feel the same, but it's crazy. He's blowing my mind. And I'm playing 3-3 at 7 minutes or whatever I'm doing, right? So I think that says a lot. Now, I think we're gonna have to definitely go for the 3rd base planetary. I'm actually gonna make another bunker here too. Surely at some point he's gonna go and kill me, right? Surely. Yeah, you guys go back. Gonna be a nice 2-2 drop in the main base. Okay, if he attacks me right now, that would suck for me. Because I need just a little bit of time. First of all, to get my drop closer. Second of all, to get my 3rd into a planetary. And then also to get my bunkers kind of loaded over here. Okay, there we go. That's going to be a planetary now. Let me scan him. Okay, I give up. I give up on this guy. He's also a barcode, so I don't even know who I'm giving up on, but I'm giving up on him, okay? I've seen enough, guys. I give up on Mr. Barcode. Okay, oh, that's... Okay, timing since I'm still at home. Could be... Okay. It's a bit annoying of a timing because he does have 1-1 now. I was actually going to try and kill my E-base. No, not my E-base. He has freaking DTs in here, man. That's messed up. Okay, he's going to kill one of my E-base, not the other one though, so that's decent. Gonna get a couple turrets over here, actually. Yeah, I mean, we should be okay here, right? Oh, he actually... Okay, that's really nice. He killed armor, not attack. That's a little bit more fortunate for me. Okay. What's the next step for me? Like, I want to move out, but I can't really. Now he sees there's a planetary, so now he's once again gonna think that I'm the bronze player here. But he's wrong. It's him. He doesn't know, but it's him, guys. Trust me. Okay, we're gonna go for some depots. Let's get +3 armor right after that, I guess. Okay. Now, I think he must have taken the 4th base by now. I would imagine it's over there. Could be the gold base as well. But I would think it's over there. My upgrades are good. Oh, no, it's actually gold one. Okay, let's see. This could be a nice little moment for me. Okay. Just gonna kill the probes here, and then we dip, because I have, like, this little high ground over here. Okay. Oh, he does have a couple more stalkers. Looks like his entire army's over there, but he saw this as well. Okay, he saw this, but he wasn't looking at it. Yeah, it's hard to mind... There's a DT over here, I see it. It's hard to mind game players that don't look, I guess. We're still going to do a decent amount of damage, though. He's going to lose those zealots in addition to the probes, because my upgrades are so good. Maybe I can force him to blink after me. Let's see, he's going to go for the blink.
Not going to go for the... He's losing a lot of Stalkers here, by the way. Yeah, there you go. That's nice. Okay. So now we're going to be able to kill most of these Stalkers, actually, with good micro. There we go. He actually has another group of them. Do I have... I don't really have a lot of units left here, though. I will have a million SCVs, so maybe I'll just go for that. This is my... Oh, no, there's another one. Okay, thank goodness. Let's do a couple of Widow Mines over here. Thought that was an observer for a second. Okay, so we did kill a lot of probes, but his army is going to be pretty gargantuan. I'm actually considering getting building armor, which is pretty funny. I'm going to get a couple turrets around my thing, so I can be a little safer against Colossus. Let's see. Okay, so he's not out there. Whew. I mean, I have 2 upgrades, which is very, very nice, but am I going to be able to use it? That is the question. Let's see, can I drop over here? Looks safe so far. I really don't want to lose the medevacs anymore. I don't think I can afford losing any more medevacs. Does he have recall again, by the way? The cooldown on that is surprisingly short a lot of the time, so... Yeah, I don't know where his units are, so I'm just going to try and target down this Nexus. Attack the next base. Where are you? Oh, he's... Okay, well, actually, we got ourselves into a base raid. That is kind of decent, I think. Because I am going to be able to defend on the high ground with really good upgrades, right? Let's see, he does have 2-2 now as well. That is pretty good, I can't lie. You go over here for sure. You go over here. Hopefully it's saturated. It is pretty saturated, actually. Not completely saturated, but pretty saturated. So he's going to lose that. You unload as well, please. I don't know what you're doing. Hey, there we go. So we're going to kill another base. I am completely out of supply. That is a bit of a problem. So we're going to kill this as well. Then we're going to go in here. I mean, my units are doing amazingly on top of this ramp. Really, really amazingly. It's going to blink forward. Can I say one medevac? There's DTs over here, annoyingly. Okay. Oh, he has blink for... Oh, maybe. I think I should go for this, yeah. I don't think I should be able to get away. I think that would be a big mistake, actually, if I let them get away. Okay. Let me fly my barracks. I do have a planetary over here, too. Maybe, can I kill this real quick? Is there another DT? I have to imagine he probably made another DT by now. It's hard to say. Okay. Hey, my upgrade actually finished. My +3 armor, I think. Oh, he has one more DT here. That's annoying. Okay. He's gonna try to kill this. Probably gonna kill it from the high ground. Okay, let's go in here. Kill every single worker. There we go. Okay, so every single worker is pretty much cooked. Save as many units as I can. There we go. Then we go over here. This is going to be a planetary just in time, so that is nice. Okay. I don't have supply at all. I guess I'll have to make that over there. Okay, here we go. Found another base that I can kill the units from. He notices my planetary. The turrets might go ham here, but I think barely not. So we're going to kill this base. Is it possible that I can get a draw, actually? Maybe. I think I'm probably too late because I'm going to lose the barracks. I mean, I also don't think I would be able to be honest, but you never know. Okay. You go back. Here we go. He is going to kill that. I guess I could make a barracks over... Can I make anything that flies? I can't make anything that flies. That's a bit of a problem. Can make a command center over here. Another one over here, I guess. I mean, this would be a legendary freaking draw, that is for sure. I don't think it's possible for me to get it, though. Maybe I can hide some SCVs, actually. Let's see. Even if he's going after it, it's going to take a little bit of his attention, so that's not that bad. Here we go. He loses a Nexus. Maybe I could build one over here. That wouldn't be so bad, I think. Oh, right, actually... Oh, wait, I didn't get one more building done? Okay, a little bit too late there. That is okay. Rewind. Let's see. What was the supply? 101. Wow, this is actually a really close game in the end. I think if... I didn't have... Let's see, when was this? Maybe like 9 minutes or so, I want to say. When I lost like 3 medevacs over here. Because he made more Stalkers than I expected. I remember this moment quite clearly, right? Was it over here? Yeah, I think it must have been this, right? Let's see. Yeah, it was here. So here I lost like 30 supply extra. To be fair, once again, this guy played completely illogical. So he saw this drop earlier with the pylon because I flew a little bit too close, but he just didn't see it. So I was thinking he should at least have a couple Stalkers over here because it doesn't make sense if he doesn't. But then he had his Stalkers over here and here. So either he's just an all-army hotkey demon or he just didn't actually see my drop on the minimap. So once again, we got a little bit unfortunate there because my opponent didn't really follow the theory of StarCraft, so to say. But still, this build worked out 10 times better than it should have. Like, you guys remember, I went for 1 base, 1 barracks, double engineering bay, and we almost beat a Grandmaster Protoss, which I think is freaking crazy, to be honest. I actually think that is pretty crazy. Now, could I have done something to win? Maybe. I could have bunkered up here and made Widow Mines here, and then we would have killed a couple more units, and then maybe we can fight at some point. I think that is a possibility. Yeah, the biggest problem was that he killed just all my depots in the natural, which I do like building in the natural for walls, but that means that I was eternally supply blocked. Like, I don't know what it was. I think it was, yeah, like it's 136 out of 70. But anyway, I was expecting this one to lose, but we did get pretty freaking close. Went 3-1 today. We won once again with the most extreme upgrade rush possible. Just not this version, but we did win with the 45-second engineering ban. That makes me very happy. Hope you guys had a fantastic time as well. If you did, give a video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next one. Adios.